All right, today's topic is non-disclosure agreements. First, let's start with why you use non-disclosure agreements. So for your first-time founders and entrepreneurs out there, you're going to be exchanging confidential information about your company with others. You don't want them to use that confidential information for their own purposes, only for the purpose of the agreement. So you're going to start out making sure that the purpose of the agreement is well defined. Pay attention to that definition. It's important. Once you've got the purpose of the document defined, you're going to then make sure that there is an expiration clause. Expiration clauses are frequently omitted from non-disclosure agreements. Why does that matter? Well, during the course of your career, if you're an active entrepreneur and leader of companies, you're going to end up signing dozens, if not hundreds of NDAs over the course of your career. If they don't have an end date, that means that you are a party to a legal agreement or hundreds of legal agreements that you've long since forgotten. They're hanging out there in space, just waiting to come back and haunt you. You don't need that. So make sure that there's a term to your agreement. 1 year is good, 3 years is good. I've seen them go as long as 5 years, but never longer than that. Put a sunset on your non-disclosure agreements. The last topic, and by far the most important topic here, is what are you going to do when your non-disclosure agreement blows up in your face? Now you're in conflict with the other party. How do you resolve conflicts that have to do with contracts? If you don't think about this, you're going to end up in court. You don't want to end up in court. Court's expensive. Court takes time. The only one that really wins when you go to court usually is the lawyers. You don't want that. So how do you get the lawyers the heck out of the way and quickly and efficiently resolve disputes? I say go to binding arbitration, not regular old-fashioned arbitration. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a waste of time. Get right down to it. Go to binding arbitration. There's organizations out there like JAMS, they're awesome. The American Arbitration Association, they're really good too. Define who's going to handle the binding arbitration right there in the dispute resolution section of your contract. So this is important stuff. Listen up, pay attention, and don't get screwed.